Welcome back to another episode of Penny Helpjes. This is episode 557. Let's see what we got here today. I find myself watching the penny auctions lately, and I have purchased a couple, literally two. Uh, 2025 penny rolls. The price of them, I feel is kind of unbelievable. This is a Zinc 82 Philadelphia large date. The 2 looks a little something, a little thick. It's not a double die though. It's a nice 82 though. They're going for about $12 for one. Here's a nice 1960. And $20 for two. And then about $8 or $9 each past that. And that's pretty expensive. I've been picking up uncirculated rolls of copper pennies for $6 shipped for a while now. Hoping that, at some point in the distant future, that the each penny will be worth like $1. It's a 99. I forgot to check for the wide AM. No wide AM. There is some mark there on the rim. Okay. And I really don't know. I'm still thinking about what that means. All of that means. So I'll talk a little bit about my understanding at this point about what's going to happen with pennies come 2026. Most of you already know that this is it. They're discontinuing the penny in 2026, and what all of the online information states is that they're going to discontinue the penny in the beginning of 2026. Now, I really still don't really know what that means. I think I do, but I don't know definitively because it hasn't been spelled out yet. So, discontinuing in the beginning of 2026 could mean a couple things. One, it could mean they're going to make 2026 pennies and issue them out in the beginning of 2026. Another thing could mean that they're going to print some more 2025 pennies in the beginning of 2026, and that'll be the end of the penny. And the other thing could mean that technically in the beginning of 2026, no wide AM, the U.S. penny will still be considered tender. So those are the three things. One of them, I believe I can rule out at this point, which is, that's our third copper penny of the penny roll hunt. The one thing that I think I could rule out at this point is that they are not going to. Here's a copper 82. We got the zinc 82, Philadelphia large date, and this is the copper. That they are not going to print any more pennies in 2026. That's my understanding. Again, if it's correct or not, I'm not sure. But that's my understanding that the 2025 Shield Zinc Cent is the absolute last United States of America penny that will ever be produced. That's my understanding. And so it has to be one of the two other theories that I put out, which is that either, whoa, oh man, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is over. We found I believe this is a proof cent with a wicked strike through. This is a valuable penny. If that's a strike through, then this is like a couple $100 because it's a proof and the condition is mint state. If they grade this as a strike through, you can almost see whatever it is on the inside, then this would be worth a few $100, maybe more. It's a 1960D, which means it's either a small. Wow, that is something else. We got. That's incredible. You know what? Let me take a picture of that for the thumbnail. Let me go out a little bit. Wow, I can't believe that I might have found a $100 penny. 1992, we're looking for the close AM. No close AM. So, like I was saying, it's probably one of the other two theories. Either they are going to produce a few more 2025s in the beginning of 2026, or whatever they produced this year for U.S. pennies, 2025 U.S. pennies, and that is it. And then they're gonna start winding down how they separate from the 1 cent come the beginning of 2026. So it's one of those, but it appears they will not be making any 2026 pennies. So this is it. And people are putting that into their description of the sales of the 2025 penny. So that's where I got it from when I was looking for some rolls of 2025 pennies. That's what they're saying in the description. If it's the truth or not, I'm going to assume it is, because it makes sense. And that they're not making any more 2025 pennies in 2026. And they're probably not going to make any, in my opinion, they're not going to make any 2025 pennies also in 2026. So no 2026 pennies in 2026, and probably not any 2025 pennies in 2026. Though if they did, I don't know. The only thing I could say if they did make 2025 pennies in 2026 is that there'll be more out there to get. It might not reduce the price of them because um, that'll be it. There'll be kind of like a frenzy at the end. If anything, I can see the prices going up in the beginning of 2026 for 2025 pennies because it'll be confirmed 100% there are no 2026 pennies. All the information will be out at that time about when they're going to stop using the penny like totally and when your bank is going to say no more pennies and all of that. So I picked up two for $18, another $19.92, no close AM. And I did it for two reasons. One was to have at least one roll of 2025 in my collection, and the other was to penny roll hunt through a 2025 roll. I have not done a penny roll hunt through a roll like that, a roll with the year on it of only one type of penny. I might have only done one or two in the past couple years. So that'll be a little bit of an event. I did get them both the Denver D mint marks to see at least maybe if there's any repunch mint marks in the roll. And when they come, then if you're a member of the channel, then you'll be able to watch that video on the day that I upload it. If not, then you'll have to wait for the scheduled date. But with all that said, I think that rolls of 2025 pennies are going to go down at some point in the future. It could be a year or two or three from now, but the price is just over over the top. Why would you? It's the last year penny. I get it, but are you really going to buy a roll of 2025 zinc cents instead of buying a roll of copper uncirculated pennies? It doesn't make sense to me. So I think it's more of just a rush. I would have preferred to have gotten them for like $2 or $3 a piece. Then I would have probably bought like 10 of them. But like I said, they're selling for about $10 each, and more. Some places are selling for $15 if you just buy one shipped. But I did pick up two, and I'm gonna coin roll hunt through one of the rolls when they come. And we're ending on a nice vintage. That's what I'm saying. Look at these are the pennies that I want personally. Are the copper U.S. pennies. These are the ones, in my opinion, are the ones that are going to hold their value and better than any of the other coins, especially if they're in uncirculated condition, wheat cents, pennies like that. So that's what I've been focusing on for the past couple years and what I'm going to continue to focus on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. This is episode 557. I will see you in episode 558. God bless and take care.